Our big story, reaction from Davis.
I think I speak for Davis when I say we all have a collective sigh of relief.
That relief coming after Davis police say they've arrested 21-year-old Carlos Dominguez, who was a UC Davis student until last week. Police adding that he is originally from Oakland. And we're getting our first clear look at the interrogation and the questioning and the subsequent taking into custody. Law enforcement agencies making their first contact, and it has the community breathing easier today. Dominguez being taken in very clearly, wearing the same sweats in the descriptions and sketches, same hair as well, and visibly chatting with the officers, no resisting at all. So all of this, a major break in the case of a series of stabbings terrorizing the city of Davis. Dominguez expected in court in just a few hours from now on several other charges. ABC 10's Bridget Biorlo is live at the situation here. Bridget, what is your current location and what do we expect in court today?
Well, Walt, we're right outside the courthouse where the suspect will be making his first appearance for his arraignment. This is where he's formally read his charges. And we're getting a better idea of the charges he will be facing. The most serious one being premeditated murder. That's when you plan out the killing. The second one being attempted murder causing great bodily injury. That's because the female victim who he stabbed sustained significant wounds and she's still fighting for her life. I want to show you some fresh images of the moments the now suspect, 21-year-old Carlos Dominguez, was detained. This was on Wednesday. As you can see, he is talking with officers. He is not handcuffed at this time because he was just a person of interest until officers questioned him for approximately 20 hours. Now, officers were called to the scene thanks to witnesses who spotted him because he was wearing the same articles of clothing that he was wearing allegedly during the most recent stabbing, making him more easily identifiable. When police got to the scene, this was near Sycamore Park, right around the area of the second deadly stabbing. When they got there, they brought him in. They also looked in his backpack. That's when they allegedly found a knife, a large hunting style knife that police believe was the murder weapon. They also believe he might have been walking around that park looking for more victims. He was arrested about a day after this, leaving his former classmates at UC Davis stunned. Take a listen.
Like, keeps you on edge, like she said, you know, like you don't know what's gonna happen or like where it's gonna be next. And then yeah, just glad he got caught, you know.
Now that I know that it was a student, I can see that it was like a very real possibility that I could have been on campus. I don't know, I think it just makes you like more aware of who's around you, and then like you never really know if someone that's in your class could be doing it, because I heard he was like a biological sciences student.
Who was?
And so am I. So I was like, that's kind of scary thinking I could have had a class with someone like this.
Just a week ago, he was a college student. He could have been sitting in a lecture hall with other students, and that is what other classmates are thinking about today. They're pondering that. They feel very unsettled. The university says he was removed from school due to academic issues, which police believe, Walt, might have triggered his stabbing spree.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear a possible motive, what caused him, but obviously getting kicked out of school for academic reasons might be a trigger. What other charges is Dominguez facing?
Well, Walt, the most serious one, of course, being murder and attempted murder, but he's also facing a number of enhancements which could extend his prison sentence if he is convicted. And we're also learning that prosecutors believe, even though there's no evidence he knew his victims, that he planned out the killings, which is a big deal. Also, that he had a prior felony conviction, which could also be an enhancement as well. So we're waiting to learn the details of that, but a long list of charges for the suspect due in court behind me, Walt, at 1:30 this afternoon.
Okay, that is of course, in Woodland. Okay, thank you very much. That's Bridget Biorlo with the latest. And there are ways you can help. UC Davis has formed a scholarship fund in memory of one of the victims, Kareem Abdul-Najin. He is the 20-year-old UC Davis student who was killed in the Sycamore Park attack. Money from the fund will go to students going to do research, all in an effort to make sure that his legacy lives on. The 20-year-old was only 6 weeks away from graduating with his bachelor's degree in computer science at Davis.